Good morning and welcome back to Essex, the finest county in the land. I'm joined by the lovely Dawn. We are on a bit of a longish walk, shall we say, today or this weekend, and we're going to be wild camping as well. We're stood in front of Colchester Castle in the ancient town of Colchester itself here in Essex. Supposedly Colchester is Britain's first recorded town, or oldest town. There's a lot of history here. Of course the Romans kind of founded it, then Boadicea or Boudica, however you want to pronounce her name, decided to get revenge on the Romans and set fire to it and killed a load of them. And the Romans then took it back over, of course. So we've been in the castle a few weeks ago now, I would say. And got some photos and stuff like that. It's a really interesting castle to have a look round, and if you get the opportunity, pay a little bit extra for one of the tours of, is it like the vaults and the underground like tunnels and stuff underneath the castle that the Romans built. You also get a tour of the roof as well, and you can probably just see up there, there's a little tree growing up on the roof. Can't remember what that's all about. Today, myself and Dawn are going to be walking from here in Colchester to Brightlingsea on the Essex coast, which is about 16 miles, and we're going to be following the riverside path of the River Colne. It's spelt Colne, but you, I think, pronounce it Cone. We're going to be wild camping just over halfway near Arlesford Creek, which is just upriver from Wivenhoe. Hopefully we're going to be meeting up with Andrew and Kelly from the YouTube channel Gr8 Outdoors, I believe they're called. We're taking our Oex Phoxx 2 person tent, the one that we used on the Suffolk coast path. At the time of filming this, next week will be my 35th birthday, so this is sort of like a little early birthday celebration. The weather could be a bit of an issue. So we're forecast a lot of rain, persistent rain. However, at the moment it is holding off. I haven't got to worry about the camera anymore because I'm using the new GoPro Hero 9 Black. I bought a load of new stuff for it. I bought the Media Mod, which has got the microphone built in, so that should cancel out any wind noise, or it will minimise it anyway. I bought a tripod. The tripod's about 7 foot tall. It's bigger than me. It's literally like I'm setting up artillery outside the castle. It's a beast. But I figured I need to upgrade the tripod as well. What else have I bought? I bought a load of extra batteries for the GoPro, some like enduro ones, so they deal well with cold weather. Battery charger. Oh yeah, I've also bought a little Joby Gorilla pod. Basically just one of those tripods you can wrap around, and it's got a thumb screw for the GoPro. It also houses the phone. I can attach the phone to it, not that I'm probably going to film much on the phone anymore. Yeah, I just bought a few little bits and pieces, so you'll be seeing all of that. To be fair, I may even have to make a separate video on the new camera setup, so if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments, just because there's quite a lot of stuff to go through. I've basically turned the channel around with the setup that I'm packing now with in terms of filming and that, so I'm really looking forward to using it all. We're going to pick up the river, which is very close by, and then yeah, we'll be following that all the way to Brightlingsea over the next 2 days. So come with us. Enough talking, let's get walking. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro protect us. GoPro initiate swan defense system. We've found our first World War II pillbox of the walk. Of course, Britain during the Second World War would have defended its rivers and points of access really that, you know, the German army could have used. So there would have been pillboxes lining the rivers, the estuaries, the coast, of course. You can get boats up it. I mean, probably not here, it's probably a bit too narrow. Further along you certainly can, and of course an invading army could well have used it as a navigational aid to you know, find their route to major towns and cities. So it's about 11:45, we're making really good progress, and we have arrived in Hythe, which is sort of just on the outskirts of Colchester, and it's quite nice here. It's Hythe Quay, it's called, right on the River Colne, which is just below me. And what I really like here is, like, there's the old buildings, the old quay and wharf buildings that are now obviously got multiple businesses in, really old, sort of quite run down buildings but a lot of history to them, and then you've got the juxtaposition of like the modern swanky apartments on the river just behind us. Really good sort of mixture. Dawn's pointing at bio health and safety training, crime scene, workplace, trauma scene, fatality scene.
Cool.
Free business plug there. Everyone's got to work somewhere. Don't worry, Bert, you're all catered for. We have stopped in the Rose and Crown pub, right on the River Colne here in Wivenhoe, and we need to get water anyway, but of course it would be rude not to get an alcoholic beverage, so we've each got a Brothers Tutti Frutti English cider, 4%. I think I've had these before, reviewed them, but I can't remember. So let's have it again. It smells very sweet. Oh, I thought it was going to be more sickly than that, and it's actually just right. I don't know if it's because I'm thirsty, but I'd give that a strong 9 out of 10.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, very fruity.
Talking of ore, we also got some dry roasted and salted peanuts, and we are literally going to sit here for 5 minutes, have a drink, and just enjoy the views along the river, and then take the empties back in, fill up our water bottles, and then it doesn't look like we've got that far to go to find the camp spot where Andrew and Kelly already are, just further down the river. That was a nice drink and a bag of nuts at the Rose and Crown pub. Dawn kindly got us our water bottles filled up, so we've got 4 litres between us. I met the village oddball who proceeded to tell me about how he's seen over 100 UFOs, different types of aliens, different spirits, and I think he's even been abducted by aliens. They keep following him about, and he's even written a book as well, which is an e-book at the moment. He said it's not a hardback copy yet. I went, that's a deal breaker for me, but I will look for it. I'm not going to name names. He was a nice enough bloke. He was just absolutely mental, but you know, people like that make the world go round. Dawn had enough. She was like, I've got to get out of here. So yeah, we made tracks quickly anyway. So we're at this little key bit in Wivenhoe. This is nice here, really, really nice. I would love to live somewhere like this. I say that, but then he lives here as well, so maybe not. This is Cook's shipyard site. There you go, you can have a read of that at your own pace. It's getting dark quite quickly now, and it looks like there's some bad weather heading this way. The clouds are looking very dark and ominous. We're out on like quite an exposed seawall footpath here now, so the weather's coming in a lot quicker. We're not too far though from Arlesford Creek, and where we're hoping to camp with Andrew and Kelly from Gr8 Outdoors. So we're going to put our foot down and get a shift on, and hopefully get there with enough light to film setting up and stuff. Enough talking, and let's get walking. I've just spotted Andrew and Kelly there, literally just there. You might be able to see some blue figures. Awesome. You alright?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. A nice little spot you found.
Well, this wasn't where we were originally.
Oh, okay.
We were all the way down there. We
Yeah.
put a tarp up, there's a wind break
Yeah.
over the top of us. The wind was so strong it tore all the tarp.
Oh no. Yeah.
So slightly more secluded.
We've gone to a
Yeah.
more secluded area, but it's not
a bit lumpy
particularly
bumpy.
flat. But the
Yeah.
problem is there ain't anywhere else that's out the wind.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, there's like the beach down there. There's Dawn.
You right?
Hi, Dawn, you alright?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, not too bad.
So yeah, the footpath is just there, but this is definitely far more sheltered, that's for sure. Yeah.
This
Nice.
is the only reason we're here, because
So the light is fading fast. We've met up with Andy and Kelly from the Gr8 Outdoors. They have got a cracking little spot, as you saw, just tucked behind the trees and stuff, out of the wind. They've got their tent already set up. I think it's the Nature Hike Cloud Peak 2. It's like a geodesic tent, looks really good. So we've got our Oex Phoxx 2-person tent tonight, and we've sort of come round to another little separate opening, basically just because I wanted a good view of the river estuary for the photos and whatnot, whereas theirs is, yes, it's more sheltered, but you couldn't quite see the river. It was lots of trees and stuff in the way, so I figured we'll set up the tent here, but we'll, you know, have dinner and stuff and sit round there with them there. We've got our chairs with us tonight as well. Somehow we managed to pack those and carry them. We've got a couple of ciders as well, of course, some dehydrated meals. It's going to be fun. So let's get the tent set up. Myself and Dawn have each got an Adventure Foods minced beef hot pot. Don't know if we've put enough water in it, but it's better to put too little in than too much. Nice simple meal. It's basically fancy mashed potatoes with some little bits of questionable meat in, and some herbs and vegetables. Dawn, what do you think so far?
Yeah, it's just like herby mashed potato.
Yeah, funky mash basically.
Yeah.
The beef hasn't quite rehydrated, it's a bit crunchy. It's like weird, like brown balls of it. And it's alright though, it's warm. It's edible, it's not going to poison us, that's the main thing. Dawn's had a hot chocolate. I've had a, was it CO2 decaffeinated tea? It's one of those brew tea company sachets that Luke got me for Christmas, and I had it with a bit of milk and a sugar this time, and it didn't have a hell of a lot of flavour to it, but I think if you put another sugar you're just going to make it really sweet. But it was nice all the same. It's definitely better than I think if you just had it on its own. We've got a few more to try out later on. It's time for our first drink of the night, and we have one of these left over from last night. Me and Dawn stayed in the Premier Inn in Colchester. It's a Budweiser, one of the most common drinks in the world, but it's the first time it's appeared on the channel, and it's a screw lid. Did we shake it up? No, we didn't. Cheers. Apparently Andrew and Kelly have very kindly got me a present.
Happy birthday.
Oh no, that's awesome.
It's Avengers,
bag.
but you know, it's Gr8 Christmassy.
An Avengers Christmassy bag. Thank you very much.
Give us time to bring it in.
Wow. There's a card. I'll open that first, yeah?
Yeah, go for it.
Gonna be an adult rather than a child.
Yeah.
Just give me the present.
Awesome. Right. Did not expect this. Oh, excellent. It's a handmade card. Hopefully you can see that. By Kelly on the back. The artist of the two. Happy birthday, Tom Outdoors. To Tom, happy birthday from Andrew and Kelly. Awesome, thank you very much. Right, I'm going to go with the first bottle. Bulmer's crushed red berries and lime. That is a particularly nice cider. My lighting's not great at the moment, but it'll probably come out better on yours. Thank you very much. And excellent, brilliant. Brothers Marshmallow English cider. I love that cider. One of my favourites. And then I'll open one more. Oh, brilliant! It's a that's a different one. I've not had that before. Copperberg Fruit Lager, Lemon and Lime.
Well, to be fair, we bought it thinking it was actually. We didn't read the bottle, did we?
Well, no.
We got it home because we thought it was a
cider
cider, because it was with all the ciders, and then found out it was a lager.
That sounds really good. I want to try that now. That sounds awesome.
Different, isn't it?
Yeah, should we try that one next? We've got two more. We've got two of our own sides. Yeah, we'll definitely try that one.
Piss by the time you leave, yeah.
That is different. And then there's this. There's got some weight to it. Okay, it's in this little drawstring bag. Just funny, I need a new one of these as well. Fantastic. So it's a little hexagon folding wood stove. Got a meth burner in it. The one I've got, I've had for years, and I stupidly put water on it to cool it down, and of course it warped all the metal over time. And yeah, it just stack them together like that. I'll do it quickly like that, and makes a little fire pit. They're absolutely brilliant, nice and compact. That's awesome, thank you very much.
No worries.
Much appreciated. We have to crack that out on our next camp. We're going to have a few fires anyway, I said, so we'll definitely use that. So that'll be good for like a little long distance route, you know, you can just pack that. That's wicked. But yeah, because mine's knackered, you can't even like assemble it properly, it's like all bent out of shape and stuff, so I'll make sure not to put cold water on this one this time. Schoolboy error, isn't it, really? I don't know.
We're always in too much of a rush, aren't we?
That's brilliant, thank you very much. So we are going to try this Copperberg fruit lager, lemon and lime flavour, kindly given to me by Andrew and Kelly for my birthday. It's a 5%, and funny story, they bought this thinking it was a cider and then looked and it was a lager, so it sounds really interesting, so I'm looking forward to trying this. Let's give it a go. Cheers.
If you say it's nice, I'll go back and get some more.
Oh, that's really nice. It's quite sweet. I'll give that a try.
Oh, don't shove it at me.
Alright.
Oh, it's really nice.
It's good, isn't it?
It's like having half a lager and lime shandy in the pub.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That is really good,
It's
definitely.
really refreshing.
That is refreshing on a hot day,
On a hot day.
but even in mid-January on a river estuary in a strong wind, that's good. What we giving it out of 10?
That, it's easy 8.5.
Yeah? I'll have another
nice,
sip
that
and
is.
I'll decide. Do you know, I've got to give it a 9 out of 10. I'm going to look for them and buy some of them. I'm
I've
slowly...
seen it. I didn't know they did lager.
I didn't know either.
Well, no, neither
nor
did
did we.
we. Just said
No.
it was
Probably hardly anyone
Yeah.
did, but everyone will now.
Yeah.
and to be honest, I don't think B&M knew they did it because it was in amongst all of the ciders.
Dessert is served. Expedition Foods custard with apple. Dawn's not a fan.
No, it's nice.
Oh, right.
It's alright.
So
Found the apple, baby.
it looks a bit like scrambled eggs. I mean, it don't taste like normal custard, but
No,
like the texture, but it's good.
found the apple.
I think I found one bit. It's pretty good. I think it's just cold and I'm hungry, so I'll eat anything, but no, I don't mind that. So this one is same people again, Expedition Foods, chocolate chip biscuit pudding, which sounds amazing. Oh, it is runny. Maybe we put a bit too much in it, I don't know. Yeah, you could drink this. Right, this is going to go everywhere. That is really nice though. That doesn't taste artificial at all.
No, that's nice.
It's sort of like if you drop a load of bourbon biscuits in a hot chocolate and then put some like chocolate sauce in it as well. It's just like chocolate and a bit of biscuit. That's really good. It's just a shame that's so runny. Yeah, perfect. You could get that through a straw, I reckon. I should mention as well that Luke's outdoor channel, The Real Travelling Amigos, he's got an outdoor equipment company as well called Gr8 Outdoors, and he sells these, which is where we got them from.
Yep.
I think if you buy 2 meals you get a spork free
I'm
with
still
it.
waiting for my spork, can I just say?
Yeah, Luke, where is it?
Yeah.
We bought
I
loads.
want my spork.
I think, did he do us a discount though?
Yeah.
You
I
might-
still want my spork.
Dawn still wants a spork,
I do.
Luke. But yeah, so head on over to Luke's website, grab yourself some pretty tasty meals, and the dessert range is good. We're liking them.
Roll on breakfast.
You're probably wondering, Tom, where are the ciders? This is one of 2 ciders I've brought with me for this camp, and they are from the Isle of Anglesea cider. Don't worry, Andy's blowing up his mat in his tent. So it's a Jaspel's Fine Cider Makers, and this one is called Black Fruit, so I'm guessing summer berries. So I got this and another one, I think a Hazy Pear it's called, from the same company. I got them from Susie and Josh, who are friends of the family and subscribers to the channel, when they went to, I think, the Lake District or the Peak District quite a long time ago, and I've only just got round to drinking them. A limited edition medium sweet fruity cider made with locally picked apples, black currants and blackberries. The black fruits are blended with Anglesea apples to create a refreshing burst of flavour that lingers on the tongue. Here at Jaspel's we are passionate about squishing real fruit. Our cider is made from the freshly pressed juice of locally sourced apples where the red squirrel roams free. The cider is wild fermented and unfiltered to retain its natural flavour. This one is 4%, so let's crack it open and see what it's like. Andy's stuck in the tent at the moment. Dawn's back at the tent, by the way. She was getting really cold, so she's got in her sleeping bag, so you've got a cider review with me. Cheers Susie and Josh and Alan. I'll drink the other one on another camp. To be fair, it's pretty cold, so drinking alcohol is not ideal. Smells really nice. Here we go. Cheers. Oh, that is nice. That is really nice. Straight away, you get like a real taste of fruit. Nothing tastes like artificial or sickly sweet. It's not overly fizzy. That is a really good mix of fruits there. Awesome. No, that's a good choice. Thank you for those. I give that a 9.2 out of 10. That is a winning side of that. And yeah, I'll try and get round to reviewing the other one at some point. Oh, it's about 11:15 now, and Andrew and Kelly have retired to their tent. I'm back in our little Phoxx 2 tent with Dawn. I've been charging up the GoPro batteries as well, using like a big power pack that we've got, and yeah, it's charged up like quite a few of them actually. I've managed to charge up 2 of the 4 batteries I've got. This one that's in the camera at the moment, I think it's only on like 86%, so I've just got one more that's still going. So yeah, should have full batteries again ready for tomorrow, so that's good. We're going to get some sleep now, so enough yawning. I'll see you in the morning. Night everyone. Morning. It's quite windy here on the River Colne. Andrew and Kelly are all packed up and they are going to be heading off shortly. You slept well?
Yeah, we slept fairly well. Yeah. It was a good night. We were in a nice sheltered area, so that was quite nice. Got warm in the end, but yeah, no, slept really well.
You tested out some new gear, didn't you? The sleeping bags, the mats that you had. They've got
all of it worked really well. I wouldn't say any of it was a waste of money. I'd definitely say it was all well worth it.
That's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you've not already, subscribe to Andrew and Kelly's channel. It's the Gr8 Outdoors 2022, and you spell great Gr8.
That's correct. Well remembered.
I always remembered that bit. Yeah. So yeah, give them a follow. I'll put a little link down below. Yeah, pleasure meeting you again.
Nice
to see you again.
Thank you very much for the presents.
No worries. You're welcome.
So according to the OS Explorer map, this part of the walk goes beside or along a dismantled railway. So some of these posts here are from that old railway line, and you can probably just make out some concrete fence posts that would have had wires strung on them. You also see those here. You can see the markings of the old railway line. I'll just point there. It's just a straight line of posts there for no apparent reason, but that was because that was the boundary of the railway line. So I'm guessing it probably ran along this raised bank here, and it would have gone across Arlesford Creek, which we're at the mouth of now. It says on the OS map there's a ford that cars can cross and people could wade across, but everyone I've spoken to has said that there is no way you can cross Arlesford Creek there. You have to walk inland up the creek. You then meet up at the vineyard where you can get to the other side. There's a mill with like a wheel and stuff. So this is particularly interesting, running from, it looks like an aggregate work or something, even though there's some boats there. There's like an old conveyor belt system, I believe, that runs all the way down to Arlesford Creek onto like a jetty or a wharf, and it's just been left to slowly decay and be reclaimed by nature. In the distance there is the remains of the old swing bridge, so you could get across Arlesford Creek, and I believe that was linked to the railway line that's dismantled as well, so that's how they got across the creek. So here is a little free overnight car park, which is useful if you plan on wanting to wild camp on the river, and there's a bin as well, which is good because we've got quite a bit of rubbish to get rid of. We don't really want to carry that all the way to Brightlingsea. So we camped somewhere around here, and we've walked to here. This is the old ford that is pretty much nigh on impossible to cross by car or on foot. Here's the car park at Ford Lane, and then we've got to walk up Arlesford Creek. Just off of the map there's the mill and the vineyard. We've got to, then you can cross the river there, and then we've got to find the road that brings us back round to about here near Thixwood, pick up this footpath and then back up to the seawall and round again. So this bit's not going to be fun. This is going to take up a lot of time. I bet Ron's not happy about his farm being moved. They've even got dates now of when they're going to move Ron's farm. Give Ron some sympathy in the comments, please. Move Ron's farm is famous, obviously. Ron's got a sign. It's a commercially managed farm. And just in the distance we can see the River Colne again. So we've got to go up to the sea wall and then walk along that way, someone's been shot, to Brightlingsea. And we are back on the other side of Arlesford Creek now. So we was there earlier on where we saw that old conveyor belt system and where the old Ford would have been here. So we are now heading through here, left, and it's more or less a straight line following the seawall of the River Colne to the estuary at Brightlingsea. Dawn's stuck in the gate.
You won't shout with my bag.
For the final time on this video.
No.
Enough talking and let's get walking. So across the water there is Mersey Point or Mersey Stone, where there's a seasonal summer ferry that takes you across to Brightlingsea. That is Mersey Island over there. I have walked all the way around it once before. I've wild camped there a few times as well. And so this is Brightlingsea, the end of our journey and where the River Colne meets the sea. Awesome. So we've not quite done the entire length of the River Colne, but we've done from Colchester to the estuary, to the sea, city to sea. Well done, Dawn. In the centre of the screen, that's Bateman's Tower. It's a historic monument. I don't know if it's an old lookout tower. And I spent many childhood holidays here, days out to the beach, weekends here. Yeah, Brightlingea's got some fond memories. There's also a really good fish and chip shop. Don't know if it still runs, down at the harbour in Brightlingsea, and at the quay there, that's where I used to go crabbing as well. There's also another fish and chip shop in the centre of Brightlingsea called Winky's, which we found amusing. So if it's still open, Dawn would like to get some Winkies inside her. I'm sorry, people. But on, we've made it. Hey. So that is the end of this epic journey and video. We've had a great time, haven't we?
Awesome.
It's
Brilliant.
brilliant. Thanks again, Dawn, for joining me.
That's alright. Anytime.
The wild camp was good. It was very windy and cold, but
The views along the estuary were awesome.
yeah, no, it was good. Definitely a spot we'll want to go back to and do some more camps. And it's just great to have finally explored a river and an area of Essex I've not done before that I've wanted to, and it is felt, I don't know, quite inspiring for me to want to do more again, especially in Essex, because I thought I'd done pretty much everything there is to do in Essex. And it just goes to show you, you can find stuff right on your doorstep, and it literally has felt like I'm a million miles away, so that's been really good. Thank you for joining us on this little adventure. I hope you've enjoyed it. Until next time, take care of yourselves, look after each other, stay safe everyone, be nice to one another, and get out there and explore and see what's on your doorstep. See you later. Bye.
Bye.